Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the USGA GHIN Handicap app. You can download the app from the App Store, and it's really, really easy then to track your handicap index, which will help you with tournaments or entering tours or leagues or anything like that. So in order to use the app, you have to have a GHIN number. Now, if you do not keep a handicap, it's not that hard to get a handicap. You can just go to your state's golf association website, and you can look those up through the USGA website. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, I belong to the Texas Golf Association because I live here in Texas, but you can do, any state has a golf association. If you don't have access to a club or the golf association, you can establish a handicap online. So if you go online, you can go to ushandicap.com is a really popular one, and you can sign up for that. You pay the fee and you can establish a USGA handicap that way. You can also use one of these apps. I know the GRINT has a handicap capability that actually links to a GHIN number if you have it, which is really, really nice. So the GRINT is where I track all of my stats. I pay a yearly fee. I track all of my rounds, and then when I'm done, I submit it, and my score goes straight to the USGA GHIN app. But I also know TaylorMade Plus now has a service as well where you can establish a handicap that way. So this is the home screen. The very first time you go in there, if you don't have it already, you will have to create a profile. And so you'll click on create a profile instead of logging in. It's going to ask you for some information, and then you'll click verify, and you'll go through setting that up, putting your name and your email and all of that in there. But once you have that and that profile created, you'll be able to, once you create a password, you'll be able to log in. And this is the screen you're going to see. Now you can see that my handicap index right now is 4.8. My low for the year has been 3.1. So I'm in a bit of a slump. But it says that I belong to Medalist Golf Club. I got that online years ago, and it's just kind of stayed that way, and it's just easier for me. All right. So there's a lot of cool features to the app now, which is really, really cool. Obviously, the first one here, we're going to click on Post a Score, and that is where you will post scores. So these are the last three three courses that I've played. I recently played a tournament here in Frisco at the Trails. Timberlinks is my home club, and I got to play Torrey Pines, which was really, really neat as well. So you can enter the course name here, all right, in the search bar, or if it's recently played, you can just tap on it. You can also click this nearby, and it's going to show you what golf courses are closest to you. Once you click on it, all right, it's going to ask you for hole by hole with stats, or just total score. If you're keeping stats and you want to keep track of putts, greens and regulation, driving accuracy, or just want to do it hole by hole, you can do that. Or you can just do total score, and then you'd select all of these. Did you play 18 or 9 holes? What tees did you play? I always play the back tees, especially at my home course. Is it your home course? Is it an away, or was it a competition? What date did you play? All right, what is your front 9, back 9 total score? It's going to ask for adjusted gross score. And as you can see, adjusted gross score is a score determined by the maximum number of strokes you can post on a hole based on the course handicap. And so usually double bogey is the rule, but it's not always that way. And then you can post it, and it'll go into your stats. All right, so when you post it, you'll find it here, and this will show you the last rounds that you've played. Like I said, I've been in a bit of a slump lately, so haven't been doing too well. You can see my high last 20 scores 87, low 72. I'm averaging 80.6, which is not usually where I like to be, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, if we come back here, you can also play with GPS. So you click on play with GPS, and then and then you go hole by hole, and you can do it that way as well. So when you're on the course, they actually have a GPS feature there. Handicap calculator, again, select a course, and then you can check the handicap, or you can enter it manually if it doesn't have a course, but you have the slope rating from like a card and that kind of thing. Post a score, we went over golfer lookup. So as you can see, my buddy Nate here is one of the people that I track. Shout out to Nate Fritzl if he's watching. And you can also see that he's very, very good. Stats are right here. So score history, if you're keeping stats, you can see I have a couple stats in there. But like I said, I keep most of my stats over on the GRINT app. Those are recent scores. And then you can see Some different scores to 2022, 2021, past 12 months, scores by course, and competition scores. So there's keeping several there. And then if you go to more here, there's a lot of different options. So play with GPS, handicap calculator, course maps, upgrade to enhanced GPS so you can pay more, your handicap history, your latest stats, my card, which is just kind of like the old school, you know, when you used to get issued a GHIN card, you could do it that way. And so it just shows you kind of what like a traditional card would look like. Your profile, the GPS tutorial, so how to use the GPS, frequently asked questions, how to contact us, about privacy terms, and then you can log out as well. I keep mine logged in usually, but that's it. And then you can have a handicap. You do have to, I believe, play 5 rounds, 10 rounds before you get an established handicap. And it's always your best, like 10 rounds out of your last 20. So it does take into account your best rounds. It also throws out rounds, so only certain rounds count. So if you look at this, the ones with stars next to it are rounds that count, but it does keep track of like most frequent. So ones with stars on it are the ones that are counting. And as you can see, I'm getting counted on my best rounds, and it's kind of tossing out my worst rounds. So that's how that works. That's how you use the handicap app. I know there's a lot of questions around the golf handicap system, so we're going to have more as we go. But make sure if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or ideas. You can follow me on Instagram at Ryan Hernandez Golf, on Twitter at Ryan Hearn Golf, or on Facebook at Ryan Hernandez Golf. So would love to hear from you. Would love to have you be a part of what we're doing, and see you next time.